everyone? This is Good Old Trans Events, and today we have a nice service alert in regards to the EFNR train. As of yesterday, there has been an announcement in regards to the EFNR, which they'll be receiving some of the base orders in regards to the R211A. So some of it that's actually located in Picton yards will be heading to the EFNR line for CBTC revenue service, which will be starting, this month, June, which you guys will be expecting to see R211A on the EFNR line, which is kind of, amazing, because technically this was supposed to be done last year, but it looks like the NTA finally now has decided to add the R211A on the EFNR for, of course, for CPT testing, revenue service for the first time, and this will end, of course, on October of 2025, since it is a temporary assignment, just like they did with the R179s before. So now the R211A will be seen in Queens Boulevard and all other areas where the EFNR are located. But normally have the R160. Now, they used to be on the G at one point, but because of the issue that happened back in January at 63rd Street Station, due to track issues, etc., which is the reason why we're seeing more the EFNR having the 5-car set R160, as you see here. So of course, I remember in one of my other videos, I did mention about the ANC train, which they are fully entity cars as of April or May, because I know in April is when officially they were out, and then the rest of it was actually in Picton yards, as reserve cars. But of course, some of them are actually located in the Rockaway shuttle, of course. But now the ANC, having the R211A as well as the R179, so they are fully entity cars. But these sets from the base order will be sent, like I mentioned before, to the EFNR line. The reason for that is because the NTA wants to do CBTC testing on the EFNR as revenue service, which will last all the way to October of 2025. Now, there is a possibility that if it does pass, we might see the option 1 order heading to the EFNR. It is a possibility, folks, because I know sometimes the MTA, they might do things, temporarily, but sometimes it can be permanent. I mean, we do know the M train actually has the R179s, which we know that came from East New York, which was assigned to the J and Z. So now the M line is actually sharing the R79s, and they have been permanent ever since December of 2024, I believe, when they first assigned the R179s to the M train, when they did the CPTC testing. But of course, when the M train was different, since the M, shares cars anyway with the J and Z, so of course they decided to make it permanent with the M. Now, in regards to the EFNR, right now it is temporary that they're doing this all the way to October, because they want to make sure that the R211A are properly tested on CPTC. Now, we did I did saw one of the base order sets that was actually in Queens Boulevard. I believe that was the police set of 43.95 to 43.99, and it was linked with 42.95 through 42.99. So it looked like that moment they were probably preparing already in having some of those base order cars heading to the E, F, and R. Now the thing is, there's people that have been speculating, saying that it might be at least 6 to 8 cars, I believe, from the A and C and Rockaway Shuttle.